He knew how dangerous it was, but he didn't want to tell us. He didn't want to tell us because he didn't want us to panic. Americans don't panic. He panicked.
And I say we're learning to live with it. We have no choice. We can't lock ourselves up in a basement like Joe does. He has the ability to lock himself up. I don't know. He's obviously made a lot of money someplace.
$20,000 Americans dead. Anyone who's responsible for that many deaths should not remain as President of the United States of America.
I can tell you from personal experience that I was in the hospital. I had it. I was in for a short period of time, and I got better very fast, or I wouldn't be here tonight.
He gets out of the hospital, and he talks about, don't worry, it's all going to be over soon. Come on. There's not another serious scientist in the world who thinks it's going to be over soon.
We can't keep this country closed. People are losing their jobs. They're committing suicide. There's depression, alcohol, drugs at a level that nobody's ever seen before. The cure cannot be worse than the problem itself.
Learning to live with it. Come on. We're dying with it.
The first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, they were chanting, "Pigs in a blanket," talking about police. Fry them like bacon. And that was my first glimpse of Black Lives Matter. I thought it was a terrible thing. I think I have great relationships with all people. I am the least racist person in this room.
Abraham Lincoln here is one of the most racist presidents we've had in modern history. He pours fuel on every single racist fire. And I'm saying,
I didn't say I'm Abraham Lincoln. I said not since Abraham Lincoln has anybody done what I've done for the black community.
Now, come on. This guy is a dog whistle about as big as a foghorn. Started off his campaign coming down the escalator saying he's going to get rid of those Mexican rapists. He's banned Muslims because they're Muslims. He has moved around and made everything worse across the board. Parents were ripped, their kids were ripped from their arms and separated. And now they cannot find over 500 of sets of those parents, and those kids are alone. It's criminal. It's criminal.
They are so well taken care of. They're in facilities that were so clean.
But some of them haven't been reunited with
But just ask one question. Who built the cages? I'd love you to ask him that.
He has caused the deficit of China to go up, not down.
They say the stock market will boom if I'm elected. If he's elected, the stock market will crash.
Okay.
Where I come from, the people don't live off of the stock market. And what's he do? He embraces guys like the thugs like in North Korea and the Chinese president and Putin and others, and he pokes his finger in the eye of all of our friends, all of our allies.
You know what, North Korea, we're not in a war. We have a good relationship. You know, people don't understand. Having a good relationship
Trump,
with leaders of other countries is a good thing.
And we had a good relationship with Hitler before he, in fact, invaded the rest of Europe. Come on.
The emails, the horrible emails of the kind of money that you were raking in, you and your family. And Joe, you were vice president when some of this was happening.
I have not taken a penny from any foreign source ever in my life. We learned that this president paid 50 times the tax in China, has a secret bank account with China.
I have many bank accounts, and they're all listed, and they're all over the place. I mean, I was a businessman doing business, so I closed it before I even ran for president. He is the vice president of the United States, and his son, his brother, and his other brother are getting rich. They're like a vacuum cleaner. They're sucking up money every place you go.
It's not about his family and my family. It's about your family. You're sitting at the kitchen table this morning deciding, well, we can't get new tires, they're bald because we have to wait another month or so.
Let's get off this China thing. And then he looks, the family, around the table, everything. Just a typical politician when I see that.
Let's talk about North Korea.
I'm not a typical politician.
Okay,
that's why I got elected.